I had a house while you were gone. The week after you left me, I found a couple acres near Severna Park. I had a house while you were gone. A house with silver shutters and a driveway laid in marble and thousands of rooms to fill and miles of space to fly. And I tried to believe it. It was better without you. I was safer alone. No, I'd give it all for you. I'd give it all for you by my side once more. Oh, I'd give it all for you. I'd give it all to hold you again. To feel I'm completed, to know there and then that all that I needed was you to fight the fear. And now you're here.
I took a trip while I was gone. I cashed in all my savings and bought an Eldorado. Drove to Tennessee. I took a trip while I was gone. I drove across the country and stopped at lots of diners and stared at a million stars and thought I could touch the sky. And I tried to believe it. It was better without you. I was finally free. No, I'd give it all for you. I'd give it all for you by my side once more. Oh, I'd give it all for you. I'd give it 'cause the mountains I climb get higher and higher. I'm running from time and walking through fire, and dreams just don't come true. But now there's you.
God knows it's easy to hide. Easy to hide from the things that you feel, and harder to blindly trust what you can't understand.
God knows it's
just was perfect or clear. But when paradise calls me, I'd rather be here. There's something between us that nobody else needs to see.
There were oceans to cross,
There were mountains to conquer,
and I stood on the shore.
and I stood on the cliff, and the second before I jumped, I knew where I needed to be. Oh, I give it all for you, I give it all for you by my side once more. Oh, I give it all for you, I give it 'cause it's harder to touch the things that are dearer. I love you too much to trust something clearer. I know I fell too far, but here you
Cause the party's just started and you don't want to miss it. The party's just started, almost so close you can kiss it. Don't wait for tomorrow, be happy today. And all of those stupid people, who cares what they say? I know it's not easy, but I know you're strong. And I know that somewhere they're playing your song. Out of the darkness, into the spotlight, everyone's waiting. Jamie, in a place where you belong, and somewhere the party can't stop without you. Somewhere the DJ is playing your song. Hey, can you hear them? That's your audience waiting. There'll be queues round the theatre for all the shows you're creating. And maybe there'll be curtains hung in velvet maroon. And maybe there'll be ice cream in a tiny tub with a built-in spoon. Out of the darkness, into the spotlight, everyone's waiting. Jamie, 'cause that's where you belong. And somewhere the party can't stop without you. Somewhere the DJ is playing a song. Is playing your song. 'Cause the party's just starting.
Maybe this time I'll be lucky. Maybe this time he'll stay. Maybe this time, for the first time, Love won't hurry away. He will hold me fast. I'll be home at last. Not a loser anymore, like the last time and the time before. Everybody loves a winner, so nobody loved me. Lady peaceful, lady happy, that's what I long to be. All the odds are in my favor. Something's bound to begin. It's gotta happen sometime. Maybe this time I'll win. 'Cause everybody loves a winner, so nobody loved me. Lady peaceful, lady happy, that's what I long to be. Well, all the odds are in my favor. Something's bound to begin. It's gonna happen sometime. Maybe this time, I'll win.
Seems an awful waste. Such a nice plump frame. What's his name has? Nor it can't be traced. Business needs a lift. Debts to be erased. Think of it as thrift, as a gift, if you get my drift. Seems an awful waste. I mean, with the price of meat, what it is, when you get it, if you get it. Good you got it. Take for instance Mrs. Mooney and a pie shop. Business never better, using only pussycats and toast. Now a pussy's good for maybe 6 or 7 at the most. And I'm sure they can't compare as far as taste.
Mrs. Lovett, what a charming notion,
Well,
eminently
it does
practical and
seem
yet
a
appropriate
waste.
as always. Mrs. Lovett, how I've lived without you all these years, I'll never know.
Think
How
about it, lots of other
delectable.
gentlemen will soon be coming
Also
for a shave.
undetectable.
Won't they? Think
How
of
choice,
all
how
that
rare.
price.
For what's the sound of the world out there?
What, Mr. Todd, what, Mr. Todd, what is that sound?
Those crunching noises pervading the air.
Yes, Mr. Todd, yes, Mr. Todd, yes, all around.
It's man devouring man, my dear.
And who are we to deny it in
here? These are desperate times, Mrs. Lovett. Desperate measures must be taken.
Here we are now, hot out of the oven.
What is that?
It's priest. Have a little priest.
Is it really good?
Sir, it's too good, at least. Then again, they don't commit sins of the flesh, so it's pretty fresh.
Awful lot of fat.
Only where it's sat.
Haven't you got poets or something like that?
No, you see, the trouble with poet is how do you know it's deceased? Try the priest.
Heavenly.
Not as hearty as bishop, perhaps, but then not as bland as curate either.
Good for business too. Always leaves you wanting more. Trouble is, we only get it on Sundays. Lawyer's rather nice.
If it's for a price.
Order something else though to follow, since no one should swallow it twice.
Anything that's lean.
Well then, if you're British and loyal, you might enjoy Royal Marine. Anyway, it's clean. Though of course it tastes of wherever it's been.
Is that squire on the fire?
Mercy no sir, look closer, you'll notice it's grosser.
Looks thicker, more like vicar.
Now it has to be grosser, it's green.
The history of the world, my love,
Save a lot of graves, do a lot of relatives favours.
is those below serving those up above.
Everybody shaves, so there should be plenty of flavours.
How gratifying for once to know that those above will serve those down below.
Now, let's see here. We've got Tinker,
Something pinker.
Tailor,
Paler.
Butler,
Subtler.
Potter,
Hotter.
Locksmith. Lovely bit of clerk.
Maybe for a lark.
Then again the sweep if you want it cheap and you like it dark. Try the financier, peak of his career.
That looks pretty rank.
Well, he drank, it's a bank cashier. Never really sold. Maybe it was old.
Have you any beadle?
Next week, so I'm told. Beadle isn't bad till you smell it and notice how well it's been greased. Stick to priest. Now, this might be a bit stringy, but then again it is fiddle player.
No, this isn't fiddle player. It's piccolo player.
How can you tell?
It's piping hot.
Then blow on it first.
The history of the world, my sweet,
Oh, Mr. Todd, what does it tell?
is who gets eaten and who gets to eat.
And Mr. Todd too, Mr. Todd, who gets to sell?
But fortunately, it's also clear that everybody goes down well with beer.
Since Marine doesn't appeal to you, how about Rear Admiral?
Too salty. I prefer general.
With or without his privates? With is extra.
What is that?
It's fop, finest in the shop. Or we have some shepherd's pie peppered with actual shepherd on top. And I've just begun. Here's the politician so oily, it's served with a doily. Have one.
Put it on a bun. Well, you never know if it's
Going to run.
Try the friar, fried is drier.
No, the clergy is really too coarse and too mealy.
Then actor, that's compactor.
Yes, and always a ride's overdone.
I'll come again when you have judge on the mint.
Wait! True, we don't have judge yet, but I have something that you might like even better.
What is that?
Executioner!
Have charity towards the world, my pet.
Yes, I know, my love.
We'll take the customers that we can get.
Highborn and low, my love.
We'll not discriminate great from small. No, we'll serve anyone, meaning anyone, and to anyone at all.
First time I heard your voice, moonlight burst into the room, and I saw and your childlike eyes and your distant smile. I'll never be this happy again. You and I. You and I. And no one else. Maybe he'll come today. Maybe he came already, and he's sitting in the drawing room, and I simply forgot.
I guess I'd be a hero, sword and armor clashing, looking semi-dashing, a shield within my grip. Or else I'd be a Viking and live a life of daring while smelling like a herring upon a Viking ship. I'd sail away, I'd see the world, I'd reach the farthest reaches, I'd feel the wind, I'd smell the salt and sea, and maybe stalk some beaches. That's who I'd be, that's who I'd be. Or I could be a poet and write a different story, one that tells of glory, wipes away the lies. To the skies I'd throw it, the stars would do the telling, the moon would help with spelling, and I would dot the eyes. I'd write a verse, recite a joke, with wit and perfect timing. I'd share my heart, confess the things I yearn, and do it all while rhyming. But we all learn, but we all learn. An ogre always hides, an ogre's fate is known. An ogre always stays in the dark and all alone. So yes, I'd be a hero, and if my wish were granted, life would be enchanted, for so the stories say. Of course I'd be a hero, and I would scale a tower, save a hothouse flower, and carry her away. But standing guard would be a beast, I'd somehow overwhelm it. I'd get the girl, I'd take a breath, and I'd remove my helmet. We'd stand and stare, we'd speak of love, we'd feel the stars ascending. We'd share a kiss, I'd find my destiny. I'd have a hero's ending, a perfect happy ending. That's how it would be. A big, bright, beautiful world, but not for me. An ogre always hides, an ogre's fate is known. An ogre always stays in the dark and all alone, all alone. So yes, I'd be a hero, and if my wish were granted, then life would be enchanted, for so the stories say. Of course I'd be a hero, and I would scale a tower to save a hothouse flower and carry her away. A perfect happy
It's not simple to say that most days I don't recognize me, that these shoes and this apron, that place and its patrons have taken more than I gave them. It's not easy to know I'm not anything like I used to be, although it's true I was never attention's sweet center, but I still remember that girl. She's imperfect, but she tries. She is good, but she lies. She is hard on herself. She is broken and won't ask for help. She is messy, but she's kind. She is lonely most of the time. She is all of this mixed up and baked in a beautiful pie. She is gone, but she used to be mine. And it's not what I asked for. Sometimes life just slips in through a back door and calls out a person and makes you believe it's all true. And now I got you. You're not what I asked for. If I'm honest, I know I would give it all back for a chance to start over and rewrite an ending or two for the girl that I knew who was reckless just enough, who get hurt, but who learned how to toughen up when she's bruised and gets used by a man who can love. And then she'll get stuck and be scared of the life that's inside her, growing stronger each day, till it finally reminds her to fight just a little, to bring back the fire in her eyes that's been gone, but used to be mine. Oh, used to be mine. She's messy, but she's kind. She is lonely most of the time. She's all of this mixed up and baked in a beautiful pie. She is gone, but she used to be mine.
Have yourself a merry little Christmas. Let your heart be light. From now on, our troubles will be out of sight. Out of sight.
Have yourself a merry little Christmas. Make the Yuletide gay. From now on,
happy golden days of yore. Faithful friends who are dear to us, gather near to us once more.
Through the years we all will be together, if the fates allow.
Hang a shining star upon the highest bough, yeah, and have yourself a merry little Christmas now.
a merry little Christmas now. Merry little